Hi, my name's Ian Ross. I help run the Native Youth Theatre, which is a part of the Manitoba Theatre for Young People here at the Forks in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Maybe you haven't heard of Native Youth Theatre, so the question might be, what is Native Youth Theatre? It started a number of years ago here at Manitoba Theatre for Young People, and we wanted to address a need we saw in the Indigenous community, which was a number of our students couldn't really afford to get theatrical training that was offered at Manitoba Theatre for Young People. There were bursaries, but that didn't cover the need. So this program was created. The Native Youth Theatre is about providing theatrical training to Indigenous youth free of charge.
Hi, my name is Rihanna. I've been in NYT for 4 years. What I've learned and acted out are stage directions, how to improve my voice, and specific acting games. I really like the instructors, and I've made lots of friends throughout the program.
My name is Annie. I'm one of the teacher assistants at NYT. What I love about the program is I love working with the kids. The program is really great for them because they get to socialize, they get to learn basic acting skills, so it's a good introduction for young students to get involved in theatre.
Through my involvement with Native Youth Theatre, I've seen kids that are shy come out of their shell. I've seen them express themselves, I've seen them sing, I've seen them do things that they themselves didn't think they could do.
The classes that we offer right now are the acted out classes for beginners. In this class, where we focus on the basics of breathing, of movement, and the basics of acting for theater. The next class that we have is Inside Out for ages 12 to 14, and here is where we get you caught up if you've never been in a theater class, or build on the skills that you've already developed. The third class, which is the Indigenous Company Theater class, and this one is for actors who have quite a bit of experience. Either you got it at school, or you have it from us, or any other classes at MTYP. Then we have the film classes for teens, where you develop your own work and work with the instructors to create a final project.
So that's a little bit of what we do at Native Youth Theatre. If you're interested, please contact Manitoba Theatre for Young People or go on the website. We hope to see you as a part of Native Youth Theatre here at MTYP at the Forks next year. Bonjour, Danse. Everyone can hear me? Don't mind my awkwardness. I've never used Yardstream before. I'm used to Zoom and Teams, but this is awesome. And one of the things that I love about what we're experiencing with NYT and also just life in general is I'm learning something new every day. Welcome to my messy room. I'm in the process of moving, so that's why you see all these like board games and pictures and junk all over the place. That's one of my hobbies, is board games. It's something else I love. So I'm really glad that you're all here tonight, and I want to acknowledge that we're all on Treaty 1 territory, the traditional land of Anishinaabe people, Cree people, homeland of the Métis Nation, Dene people, and Lakota. So we're really excited to be doing this evening. This is the Native Youth Theatre's Film Class Film Festival from 2018 to 2021. You got two amazing hosts / commentators, creators this evening. That's Ashton and Darian, or Ian, also another Ian. So guy's got a really good name. And they're going to take you through this evening. So I hope you guys have a great time. And if you know anyone who would like to be a part of NYT and the training that we offer and just the experience of it, because I really love that I've been involved with it for several years now, and I've seen how it's positively affected the students and even the teachers and instructors that are a part of NYT. And our thanks to MTYP as well, and all of our instructors for all the hard work they've done. And without any further ado, I'll give it to Ashton and Darian and Miigwech. Tansei.
How you doing? I am Darian Sutherland, and this is my... I don't know your last name.
I'm Ashton Hassan.
Yeah. Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Yeah. How are you doing? I know you can't respond, but...
How's the chat doing?
Yeah. Yeah, we're here to host for the NYT and MTYP cabaret right now, and I'm doing fine.
I'm doing good too. Yeah.
I'm doing amazing. But yeah, we're here to talk about some films, yeah, and a few other things, I think. Yeah.
We are presenting our films since I think the class beginning in 2018.
2018, yeah.
To this year.
Or 2016, I think, right? 2016? 2017.
2017 to 2021.
Yeah,
yes.
2021. Yeah, I think this first film is the first one I've ever produced. Yeah. It's called Welly Boys. It's one of my first cracks at doing like a film, and that's what actually got me into doing films. So yeah, it's about like what is it about?
You're asking me. I wasn't working on it. You're asking me.
I'm just joking. It's a mockumentary like Trailer Park Boys, and it's one of the funnier things I've produced. And after that, it all got serious.
It's like a good first step into like figuring out what you want to do in terms of filming, basically.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened to me at least. That's how I got into it, and that's how I got into MTYP is that film. It's all about taking your first step.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah. Without further ado, here is Welly Boys. Yeah.
So you see that new hockey game last night?
Yeah, man, we got floored last night.
Hold up, is that Trump's? Come on!
Trump, man! What the is going on here?
Just spit it out, bud!
Papa, well, I was walking down the streets minding my own business, and this Nishi bastard was kicking my res dogs. Skinhead.
Calm down, Chumps. We'll go buy you a King Can from the Royal, cuz.
Straight up, bud. We'll buy that with my smoke signal, eh?
Decent.
Well, Troubles only fights people when he's something. He has a short attention span. That makes it easier for him to doze off and misunderstand things. But when you really them off, you're in for crap, buddy.
The thing with Trubs is, he gets attached to things real easy and he can't let go of them because of his constant emotions. But I'll tell you one thing, man. If you mess with his pups, he'll track you down and scalp you like the white man. Remember what I said, Dickie? Let me do the talking.
Jimmy, I got this.
Are you sure, bud? You do kind of overreact sometimes.
Trust me, I got this. Sup, Sugar Lips? Where's Pay Me?
Dickie.
What, bud?
Never mind, bud. Excuse me, miss. You know where you can find Pay Me? Miss?
Screw this. Alright, Pay Me, where's our cash money?
Jesus Christ, boys, what's going on? Look, boys, I'll level with you. The band is running out of money. We can't be cutting checks this month.
How am I gonna pay for my groceries?
Well, Dickie, frankly, that isn't my problem.
I'll show you what's your
Dickie,
problem.
calm down. One minute. We'll be back, Pay Me.
Those damn resurrects.
Holy heck, boys, how's it going?
Just watching.
Heck, boys, I'm just broke and deadly thirsty for clean water.
Deadly. I just spent last of my baby bonus on some hungry res dogs.
Deadly, me too. Spent the last of Cheyenne's child tax on milk, bottled water, and frozen vegetables. Now only last us a few days, eh?
Hey there, Jindin. How's your sexy bannock bum doing?
pay me. Only bannock around here is your mother's.
Shots.
Okay, I'll see you red rats later.
Oh, wow. Sounds like we need to pull off the Big Easy.
Meet me on Treaty 1.
I met up with the boys at Treaty 1, and we came up with a Dickie-proof plan, and I'm pretty confident about it. Remember what I said, boys? Stick to the plan. We go in, get the cash, get out. Nothing else. Any questions?
So, when do we get our belly checks?
God damn it, Dickie. Pammy already told us we aren't getting them till next year.
Oh.
You asshat.
Well, there's no need to be name calling now, bud. Come on, Junior. Who got your belly?
Stop it, Trubs. Put on your mask.
Okay, got it.
All right, boys. Let's do this.
B4. B4.
So, come here often?
You see, I come here with my great-grandchildren.
Dickie, what are you doing?
Oh, look! There they are over there.
Dickie, come on!
Holy smokes, bingo!
Well, we did it. The Big Easy.
Get out of here! Come on!
Even though Troubles got caught, man, we did it.
Candy, what are you doing? Go after Dickie!
Hold up, man. I'm overheating.
I got Jinjin's goose!
I don't know. Now let's run. Let's go.
What? Got away? I want this goose.
Boys did do good on the Big Easy. They got their money. They're living big now. You know, I'm happy for them. It's just too bad that they couldn't bring Troubles with them. But, you know, hopefully we'll work on something. You know, free Troubles 2018.
Yeah, man. We wouldn't have been able to do it without Troubles. You know what? Say what you want, but you know the guy ain't no snitch.
I wrote this letter for my family. If they find us, they'll know what happened. It really sucks that I got locked up. So far, I've been in 3 fights. Pretty good. I met some really cool guys. I get 3 munches a day. And I hope the boys are doing good. Damn, Res Mutts.
I'm gonna pay for my food and everything, man. I'll show you what's your problem.
Okay. I met up with the boys at Treaty 1,
Well, we did it. The Big Easy. Well, even our troubles got cut. What are you doing? I'm in my big moment. We got this mansion. We robbed the bingo hall.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm done. We can't do this. I'm up.
Oh, no!
We did some beautiful
Not here.
background.
Sorry.
That's good.
You know what? Say what you want, but you know the guy ain't no snitch.
Okay, so that was Welly Boys.
Yeah, for the record, my name is Darian Sutherland.
Get it right.
Yeah, get it right, me.
Yeah,
from,
come on.
From like 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah, who edited that? That was terrible. Nah, I'm joking. Yeah, that was one of my first projects, and you know, as you grow older, you get better at filmmaking, and I think that's what this course is about. If you keep coming back and back and back, you get better at what you do, and that's what happened to me, which you'll see my later film down the line. But anyway.
Yeah, I didn't take any part in this film, but it's been, you know, fun to kind of watch while we're going through, like on the live stream especially. Yeah, it's a good example for like a first film too, because we completed it, or at least you completed it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like one of the things that really got me into writing, because I was into movies like before that and stuff, but like that's what really cemented in me and like made me realize that doing this is fun, you know, doing this is really fun. But it's also really hard, and you got to take like every opportunity you can to actually do like the thing that you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about like tenacity, you know.
We just gotta like keep practicing at it. I think that's like a really good like thing to remember.
Yeah. That's just with anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But especially like with film too, because it's like so much you have to put into it.
Yeah.
It's a very like difficult medium sometimes, but you know you can still make great stuff out of it. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Teddy says, "I love this film."
Can you put it on the? Okay.
Yeah.
We also have some comments, and that was nice to receive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cedric was the one with like Cedric was in the film, so he was like the one with the big like mannequin head on top of his head.
And in jail too, I believe.
Yeah, he was in jail. Yeah.
Glad to see you got out of jail.
I think his character was named Troubles. I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Troubles or something. And I don't remember a lot of it because like it was like so long ago, but I remember being proud of it at the time. It was a good like start off for me.
Right.
Yeah. That's what really got me into it, and then it put me into the world that I'm in now.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, it kind of just like jump started your whole interest in film and writing it. Yeah.
How did it feel to like see your first bit of writing be adapted into a film?
Oh, it was really weird. It was absolutely one of the weirdest experiences of my life. But then, like, as I went on, I'm like, I'm gonna have to get used to it, like, cause it's like one of the big things. Like, if I'm gonna get weirded out about it, like going on and on, then it's just like, it just gets old real fast. But it's really rewarding. It's like so rewarding to have something get produced. At least if it's like you know, even if it's the first thing you do, it's not always going to be perfect, but when you go back to it, you realize your roots, and then you come full circle, you know? It's a good, like, period in the past, what you look at is what I like to think of it as.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, it's always nice to just kind of see, like, your first milestone and, like, how far you've come after anyway.
Yeah. I think that was one of the first films that we shot. That was one of the yeah. I think Cynthia and them filmed something before that, but that got lost to time. Yeah.
Did we?
What?
Did we film stuff before that?
Yeah, they did.
Oh.
I think it was like something with a Sasquatch.
I'm not sure.
It was one of those things. I remember they went before me, and then after that, we just archived everything, and that was one of the first things we shot and what we archived. So, yeah. We spent that whole year doing that, and it was fun.
Yeah.
And you had a film, like your first experience, you wrote your own film as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's coming up after. Because my first film was, and just a little precursor, it was about my experiences like as a trans person. And a lot of it was just kind of like venting through film. And it's kind of hard for me to watch now because I'm not a fan of like what I did. And it's a very early like work for myself. So it's kind of, it's hard to look back on because I kind of cringe, but you know, it's.
I helped you with.
You helped me with it too, yeah.
Because
like,
you got a lot of nerves, and then we were sitting up there like, because like when you produce something for the first time, you're always gonna be like nervous.
Mhm.
Like that's what happened.
Yeah, I had a lot of laughter too, like because I was just nervous and I couldn't stop
Yeah.
like laughing in between. Yeah, it was definitely hard to get out, but I think at the time it was very rewarding to finally see like done. You know, yeah.
That was one of the first things that like I wrote with someone, and
Mhm.
that's one of the first things that got produced that I'm actually like really proud of. You know?
Yeah, especially like I think we both did really well in it, like in terms of like acting. Yeah. It's a nice, again, just venti piece, really.
Yeah.
Sorry? Yeah, okay, so I guess we're going to be showing it now. This is the Trans Highway.
Why do people think trans people are crazy? I never got that. Maybe it's because I'm trans, but still, shouldn't you respect people regardless? I don't know. Maybe the only thing different about me is the indication that my brain is different from my body. I'm not trying to be special or anything. I'm not even trying to be different. It's just that it causes me stress every single day, and it's hard to deal with sometimes. My brain doesn't define my genitals, but regardless, I wouldn't call myself crazy.
Man, I can't get over that new hot chick in our class. Those curves, am I right?
Tell me about it.
Best of all, Max told me she's single, dude.
Look, bud, I'm just gonna level with you here. Your friend, Max, or whatever it's called, is a really gross person.
What do you mean?
Look, being a trainee is just a really gross lifestyle. Like, freaks like that should just be put back in the closet.
Well, it's not like we're friends. I just know him. I mean, it.
Good, because that stupid trainee needs to learn his place.
Totally. The last thing we need is more freaks like Max around.
Exactly. Freaking
Crap. Heading to math class?
Yeah, I guess so. Hey, at least that curvy girl will be there, right?
The one good thing about math class, dude. Let's go.
Max,
Yeah?
come here. Sit down.
Where did you get that?
Does it matter? Listen, I've read some of the stuff in this book. It's disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourself. Explain. I said explain.
I know, I just feel different. And
What do you mean different?
I don't, no one else I know feels like how I do. I don't know, I just feel weird and,
What do you mean different?
well, I mean, did you not read what I... Look, I'm trans, okay?
It's not safe to be like that. I don't want you to get hurt.
I don't care about that, okay? I don't want my daughter to become one of those filthy, degenerate, f***ing trannies.
We just want the best for you. Whatever I did to make you this way, I promise we'll fix it.
Who taught you to act like this? Are you just trying to impress your so-called friends?
Can you calm down? This isn't her fault.
Oh, and you're implying this is my fault?
I'm not saying that this is your fault. I'm just saying that maybe if you paid more...
If this is anybody's fault, this is yours.
How is this my fault?
Are you around the house? Are you cleaning the goddamn dishes?
Are you working 24?
Of course I'm working.
What are you doing? What are you doing to get money in this household? I'm the one working my butt off every single day, and you're at home eating chips, Watching.
Bitch!
Look what you did.
For every student that is accepting and every parent that is supportive, there are even more who don't listen and don't understand. One of the best things about human beings is our ability to learn, to grow, and to change. No one should be punished or ridiculed for changing in a way that brings them happiness and doesn't hurt anyone else. I wish I learned sooner that not every trans person is going to be loved. Some are accepted and some are not. Trans people may experience some things differently, but we need to experience love the same as everyone else. And so do I.
When hope and love has been lost and you fall to the ground, you must find a way. When the darkness descends and you're told it's the end, you must find a way. When God decides to look the other way and a clown takes the throne, you must find a way. Face the firing squad against all the odds, we must find a way.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Sorry for that. Yeah.
Are we back on?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, again, I think we can introduce the next film because I don't have much else to say unless
Oh
you
yeah.
have
Well.
anything.
Yeah. I think should we get Evan on? Yeah.
Okay.
This is Evan.
Oh, hello.
Hi, Evan.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, we're going to be showing, what was it, Sleeping Beauty, I believe?
Yeah.
And you did a really huge role in that. So do you want to open or say anything about that?
I like the piece because we actually found the piece. We didn't write it. We found it in a booklet, and we didn't do much edits with it. We wanted to keep it like as authentic as possible, and it turned out great. I really liked the piece personally.
Yeah, it was really one of those like those treasure trove things where you actually find like a piece of like really good. Because like it was just scribbles in a book, and then you guys adapted it like into something.
It was like we found a pile of gold, a treasure of gold.
Yeah, that literally what it was. Yeah.
Yes, it was awesome.
And it was done by like a 7-year-old too.
Yeah, it was wrote by a 7-year-old.
Yeah, I don't remember too much about it, but I remember finding the piece by a younger student, and we used that, and it was just an awesome experience, honestly.
Yeah, you struck gold.
Yes.
It's a really good film too. Like I always have fun whenever I watch it. It's a good.
You've seen it in the theater over there too, right? We were.
I haven't seen it for quite a while, so this is gonna be the first time in a little bit.
Yeah. Well, anyways, this is Sleeping Beauty.
Alrighty, kids, who wants to hear a story?
Me!
Today, we're gonna read The Sleeping Beauty.
I love Sleeping Beauty. It's my favorite.
One night, not so long ago, there was a princess, and his name was Chase.
The princess's name isn't Chase. It's Aurora. Chase is a boy's name.
Hey, my name is Chase too.
But you're not a princess.
Well, in today's story, the princess is called Chase. Princess Chase was not like any other princess. He was under a magical spell that made him randomly fall asleep for no reason.
That's wrong. The princess falls asleep when they touch a spinning wheel.
Shh! I can't hear the story.
One night, Chase was sleepwalking in the kitchen and he knocked over all the plates. Even though he was still sleeping, he made himself a hot dog and ate it.
Nom, 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 nom.
Then Princess Chase walked into the bathroom and took a sleeping shower. After the shower, he went to the store and he robbed it.
A princess would never, ever, ever rob a store.
Shh! I want to hear the story.
Are you going to keep interrupting me again, or are you going to put your listening ears on? Chase decided to walk back home from the store, and then all of a sudden when he was walking, he fell over and died. Princess Chase was on his way to heaven when he woke up and he was just in his bed. It was all just a dream. The end. Just kidding. This wasn't the end. He was still asleep. Chase began sleepwalking again and he walked all the way to his garage and decided to drive his car while he was asleep.
You can't drive a car with your eyes closed.
Very true. But this princess was special and did things better while asleep than he did things while awake. While driving, the princess got pulled over by the police and got handed a ticket for being such a good driver.
I thought tickets were for bad drivers.
That was amazing. Can you step out of the car, please?
Once Chase got his tickets, he punched the car and ran away.
What?
But that wasn't the end yet either. Chase found himself flying in a jet while he was still asleep, and he was awesome at it. Then all of a sudden, he crashed it and died.
This isn't like the story my mom reads me.
But he was just dreaming, right?
No, it was not a dream. He actually died. But even though he seemed dead, it turned out he was special because he came back to life as Deadpool and started doing Deadpool things. So, what did everybody think of today's story?
Best story ever!
You ruined my favorite story! I hate you!
The end. Just kidding.
All right, and that was Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah, that was a roller coaster.
It was really good. That was crazy. That was quite an adventure.
Yeah, it was quite sporadic. Yeah.
Quite the journey.
Yeah, it was pretty out there.
It was pretty bizarre, I'd say.
It was pretty good.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we were partially there when it was taking place. I remember we were just kind of sitting.
Sleeping Beauty?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I was holding the camera and I didn't have a belt and my pants was falling down.
Oh yeah, dude. I remember that too.
Yeah, that was awful. I think that was like my worst moment in filming ever.
I think we had to keep like taking shots because like retaking the shots because I kept making noise in the background without realizing it. That was also pretty good too.
Yeah.
So there was more work put into that than you might expect.
Yeah, there was actually a lot of work put into that.
It took a lot for like a short and like kind of simple like premise.
Yeah, when they did the green screen stuff, we weren't there at all.
Yeah.
But we were there for when they were filming, when they were like circling around with the cute little hats on.
Yeah, that was kind of fun. Yeah.
That was fun. That was fun as hell. Yeah.
I think that's it really. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we do have Cedric with us, and he was a actor in the Welly Boys. If he wants to say something, hello, Cedric.
Hi,
Hello.
Cedric.
Hi, Cedric. Hi.
How you doing?
Can you guys hear me okay?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm doing good. How about you guys?
I'm okay. You still owe me a Mountain Dew, by the way. You
So, the Welly Boys.
Yeah.
Don't change the topic.
Yeah, don't change the topic, guy. Don't change the. But yeah, the Welly Boys. Yeah.
The Welly Boys. No. The funny part I love about the Welly Boys is when I came up with my own costume for the bank robbing job, which was the mannequin head.
Yeah, that was pretty
And-
good. Yeah.
It was a trend back then. So I found a mannequin head. I'm like, can I use this for my costume to rob the bank? And I'm like, yes. Let's do it.
It was a
So
big trend.
that's
back
how
then.
that happened.
Yeah, that was one of the first things that I ever like seen from you was when you put on the mannequin head, and then when what was it, Matthew? No, it was Elliot. He came in, he flipped the table like that, and it was like one of the best things I've ever seen filming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The M2IP, it helped me a lot. I loved it when I was in there, especially with the acting, doing my magic. I could just be myself, goof around.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
Yeah. It's one of the big
it
things
just
that helped
inspired me. It inspired me to do a lot.
Yeah, gives you a lot of motivation.
Get to work with people who are also like doing a lot of like new things too. So
Yeah.
it's just like a nice like creative space, I think.
So I
It's a
met
good way-
this guy. Yeah.
We met through this way, and we're best
Yeah.
buds now.
I wouldn't say that.
We're-
More like I'm joking. But,
We're the bestest of buds.
Yeah, we're good friends.
We're good friends. Yeah.
But yeah, what's the next piece called?
The Indigenous Food Critic.
Yeah, Cedric, were you there for that, for the Indigenous Food Critic? No, you probably weren't, right? I think it was Matthew Stevenson, right? It was 2018, 2019, and this is like a parody of like the food critics, you know? It's called the Indigenous Food Critics. Like the ones that you see on YouTube. And it was one of the last things we shot, right? It was one of the last things that we shot as a group, and it was fun. It was really fun. Well, without further ado, this is the Indigenous Food Critic.
Hey, welcome to the Indigenous Food Critic Show. My name is Matthew Stevenson and I'm reviewing the chicken satay and the pita from Sadranco. And today, this is like at least 2-pound burrito. Look, it's already getting messy for me. Wow, look at that. No, just for the little camera action. Okay, let's get this cross section going. I wish they provided us with better knives, but this will do. Oh, look at that beauty. No, it's pretty saucy right now. And I'm pretty sure there's chicken, there's peppers, there's lettuce, there's onions, there's tomatoes, there's secret sauce, and yeah, and there's a little hint of spice in there. Oh, and chili peppers too. Yeah, so let's do this. Oh my god! That feels so good. But it's a little saucy for my taste. So it's lacking a bit of seasonings. But yeah, I'll give one more bite here. Let's see how it goes. Got a lot more pita than stuffing in that one. That's what she said. I think I got the wrong end of this pita. There's like barely nothing in here. Let's try this saucy one right here. Look, this is like the best end right here. It's thick, it's meaty. Woo! My type right here. Oh my god. That does not look appetizing at all, but my god, it's freaking delicious. Don't mind that. It honestly looks like a baby's diaper, but trust me, it's like God's diaper. It tastes like God's diaper. So good, but so messy at the same time. There's so much extra pita in here that, see, look, they forgot to give me napkins, but these work as well too. Much better. Can't waste napkins, right? So you just gotta eat them. Real good, real tasty. Could use a little bit of salt on there, but I'm pretty sure the chili flakes just do it. They really balance out the sweetness and the spiciness. One more bite. Real messy though, real messy. I think I got a little bit too spicy. It's pretty spicy right now. Like, look at that. Should I go for that bite? think I should. This is like the glory hole right here. It's real good. I'm gonna go for it because it looks f***ing delicious. So damn spicy. All those chili peppers and there's chili flakes, the hot sauce. Oh my god. It's just like eating ribs. That's how messy it gets. Yeah, this pizza is really saucy. It could really feed up to 2 to 3 people if you really like. But me, being the big guy that I am, this could feed one. That chicken satay na pita was amazing. Now, on the scale from to I'll give the guy, because oh my god, it is freaking amazing, you know? Like, my god, I can eat 2 of those, even though they're like, me being the big guy that I am, yeah, I could sell it for 2, maybe 1. But yeah, that was a chicken satay na pita. Thank you guys for watching. Obviously, I still got food in my mouth. That's really disrespectful, but who cares? It's my show. Do whatever I want, you know? But yeah, thank you guys for coming. And see you all next time.
You're not sitting? Okay. Do you want to open it that?
Oh, yeah, sure.
We're already on.
That one was hilarious. Like, basically, oh, by the way, I'm Chris MacDonald. I'm the instructor for the ACTA film, and welcome to our little film festival. I can't hear myself talking about that, and I'm deaf, so I'm going to take that off. So what we do is when we have a little bit of leftover time, when we finish all our projects for the year, we'll do some fun little projects, and the Indigenous Food Critic was one of them. We wanted it to be under 10 minutes, so we kind of forced them to eat the entire pita in probably about 7 minutes. So I was always wondering in my head, because like me, if I eat something that fast, I don't feel very good. So I was wondering if, like on the van ride home back to Pegasus, if he had to like stop the vehicle and like run out into the bushes, because I know like I definitely would have to do that.
Well, you can't. It's hard to eat something really fast. Yeah.
But it was really fun to shoot, and at the very end, it always made me crack up. Was when at the very last bite there, he just like goes in. You can see his eyes bulge out because he's like I thought he was gonna like choke on it. I was like getting kind of nervous there, but it was like the perfect way to end that video. And so we have another video coming up.
If I Needed You, Girl.
It was one of the we did a music video. Again, this is another one of our projects that we do if we finish all of our projects for that year. So we want to do a fun little video. So it's If I Needed You, Girl. And I can't remember the name of the artist. You remember the name of the artist? I wanted to credit him, but sorry?
Ernest?
Oh, Ernest. So without further ado, yeah, we're gonna bring on someone that's actually in that video, Alexis. Here, come on. Hello, Alexis. Oh,
hello.
Sure. Hello.
Alexis.
Are we muted or?
No, I think we should be fine.
I can't hear anything.
I don't think we can't hear her. Oh no.
If it doesn't work, we can always just show the video. If she shows up, we can talk after.
Well, yeah, if you're having trouble getting your audio sorted, we can play the video first and then we can discuss it after the video.
If I wanted you, girl, would you want me to? If I needed you, girl, would you need me to? Ain't no doubt in my mind. I can give what you need. Just give me the time. Baby, listen to my heartbeat. If I wanted you, girl, would you want me to? If I needed you, girl, would you need me to? I can love you, girl, the whole night through. I can love you, girl, till the morning comes. Ain't no doubt in my mind. I can give what you need. Just give me the time. Baby, listen to my heartbeat. If I wanted you, girl, would you want me to? If I needed you, girl, would you need me to? If I wanted you, girl, would you want me to? If I needed you, girl, would you need me to?
We're back.
That was if I was it needed you girl? If I needed you girl. music
Yeah, yeah.
video.
And what was exciting about that is I had just gotten my Ronin S stabilizer.
Oh,
and we had finished all the projects. I'm like, let's do something fun, exciting. I'm like, hey, I can do something risky because I haven't used this tool yet, and it'd be fun for everyone to kind of get acquainted with it because we're going to use it for other projects, right? So yeah, we did that video, and we got to like tinker around with the new stabilizer, and we handpicked the song, and the dancing was heavily choreographed. and yeah, it's funny because what I'm noticing in a lot of these videos is there is one consistent thing, and it seems like almost every video we shot has one scene in the boys' washroom upstairs.
Oh yeah. Like with that trans highway.
Yeah.
I believe.
But it's just it suited a lot of the things we needed, right? And it was also available.
It's an oddly
always available.
It's
so.
like a strangely useful because the lighting isn't like really terrible either.
Yeah. It had a really cool dingy look, like when you see. Oh.
Alexa's on.
Alexis, you there?
Can you guys hear me?
Oh, hey, yeah, now we can hear you.
Yes. Okay.
Did you get a new microphone or?
No, I don't know what I did.
Just technical issues, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the internet for you, yeah.
Do you want to talk about like the music video?
Well, I think we filmed it because we didn't have anything else to do because we finished all the filming for our other videos. Yeah, and then we chose the King Ernest Monias.
It was a good tune. It was fun. It was fun to shoot. It was fun to film. It seemed like everyone was having fun.
Yeah.
Was it you that picked the song?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a good pick.
Mhm.
And you're gonna be in the next video as well coming up. Tales from the Res is up next.
Yeah.
And that was all about indigenous lore, and it was a horror movie. And I think, what was the original outline of that? What was it going to be again? It was going to be a Christmas horror
soap opera, I think.
soap opera. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it kind of evolved into this like, well, what if we add some indigenous lore into the video and kind of like tell separate stories around the dinner table. So it's kind of like Guess Who's Coming to Dinner in the sense that there's a person introducing their loved one to the parents for the first time, and instead of it being a romantic movie, we turned it into this like indigenous horror film. And it's cool how it transitions from the dinner table and then it kind of goes into the story. It's kind of similar to the one we just did with Chase, their Sleeping Beauty, but in a horror movie film setting.
Horror lens.
Horror lens, exactly. So what we're gonna do, Alexis, we're gonna play this video, and then if you want to talk a little bit about your experience in the video, that'd be awesome afterwards.
Okay, cool.
Okay. All right, let's get this rolling.
It's always so great having the family around for Christmas.
I just have to say, we're all so glad you could join us for dinner, Lokia.
Well, you've been nagging me forever to bring my girlfriend by the house, so I thought you'd better get out of the way.
Everything's just wonderful, Mr. and Miss Burke.
Everything was delicious, especially the moose.
Huh? What'd you say?
Not you, Moose, that moose.
That must have been the biggest one you've taken down in years.
Nah, the one we left behind years ago was way bigger.
Why'd you leave the moose behind? Wolves?
Well, because of the flying heads.
Flying heads?
Yeah, they're really creepy.
Seriously? Okay, what is a flying head?
Well, Tobacco and I saw them for the first time when we went hunting together.
Moose had never been hunting before, so I thought I'd show her the ropes. We had just shot down a huge moose.
Kind of fitting, eh?
Yeah, but someone forgot our tarp, so we had to go back to the camp to get it.
Someone? It's not like you remembered it.
Anyways, we had just gone back to the moose when we heard something.
At first, we thought it was a coyote snacking on our kill. But when we got closer, we realized that was no coyote. It was a flying head.
All of a sudden, there were flying heads everywhere, surrounding us, and they were all looking right at us.
It was like something out of a horror movie. We were both beyond scared.
But we weren't about to go down without a fight, so we grabbed our rifles and unloaded on them.
But the bullets just bounced off. How does that even happen?
We even hucked snowballs at them.
As if snowballs would have worked better than bullets.
We ran back to the camp as fast as we could, but the flying heads were right behind us. When we finally reached the campfire, some flying heads were already waiting for us.
In a last-ditch effort, we grabbed some hot embers from the fire and threw them. One of the flying heads caught it in its mouth, and then, boom!
Wow, that is really freaky.
Tell me about it.
So, how did you guys get away?
Well, I still don't know, but I've never ran that fast in my life.
You two were very lucky. It's good you left your kill behind.
The Iroquois had great fear of the flying heads.
Let's change the subject to something more pleasant, shall we?
Yes. Vera, how is your pregnancy coming along?
It's fine. I'm eating enough for a small army. My feet are killing me, but no problem so far.
That's wonderful. We're so excited to meet him.
Or her.
Of course. Have you two decided on a name yet?
Well, we decided on River if it's a girl.
Oh, that's lovely.
We don't really agree on a boy's name yet.
I want to name him Ahanu,
I have a feeling he'll be a happy baby.
And I want to name him David.
I told you, I don't like that name.
It's a fine name. I had a friend named David.
I know, and he was a terrible person.
Ah, you're exaggerating.
It wouldn't be dinner at my house without a family argument.
David was a skinwalker. You want to name your child after a monster like that?
Relax, Farah. Take a breath.
He was a good guy.
You never listened to me.
So, welcome to my family.
I'm so sorry for that, Lokia.
It's okay. My mom's hormones got a little nutty when she was pregnant with my brother.
It's more than just hormones, my dear. There's a good reason to not want to name your child after a skinwalker.
Is it just me, or does this feel more like a Halloween dinner than a Christmas dinner?
Oh, I've heard of skinwalker creatures before. My grandmother told me many Norse stories about them.
Vera's gonna be okay. She's just gonna have a little lie down right now.
You shouldn't upset her so.
Well, I was just trying to have an open discussion, you know?
So, who is this David you want to name your baby after?
He was someone I knew as a child. He was once a very good friend of mine.
Many years ago, there was a Navajo man named David. He had a young wife named Gail, and they were expecting their first child. While David was a hard worker and good husband, he never felt like he was good enough. He was very jealous of his cousin Wob, who was very successful and seemed to have everything he desired. Wob was also very close friends with Gail, something David was very suspicious about. He feared that Gail's child was Wob's, not his own. David was at a loss for what to do. He did not feel as if he was special to his wife, not in the way that Wob seemed to be. How could he save his marriage from a man who seemed to have it all? It was then that David remembered the hushed tales the elders told about skinwalkers. Skinwalkers had immense power and the ability to change into whatever they wished, be it wolf, bear, or coyote. He knew that gaining this power would certainly stand apart from his cousin Wob, but there was a cost for such power. Late that evening, David prepared to become a skinwalker. Without a sound, he crept into the room where Wob lay sleeping. As the tales instructed, he then took Wob's life. David suddenly felt a surge of power and began to transform into the shape of a wolf. He ran off into the wilderness, leaving his home and family behind. Many months passed, and David had completely forgotten the man he had once been. He continued to stalk the wilderness as a skinwalker, looking for new ways to use his power on unsuspecting victims. One day, while David was walking through his normal hunting grounds, he spotted a figure in the distance. In his human form, he slowly crept towards the unsuspecting person, ready to pounce. Just before he grabbed the figure, it turned around. It was Gail, his wife. In her arms was a small child wrapped in blankets. David had been a skinwalker for so long, he had forgotten his family and prepared to attack. Despite how much she had changed, Gail still recognized her husband. With his name spoken aloud, David suddenly began to remember his identity. It caused him immense pain as he began to revert back to the man he once was and remembered all the horrible things he had done. As David writhed on the ground, Gail knelt cautiously by his side. She reached out to touch him, and for the first time, he truly recognized her. David lay on the ground, dying, with his family by his side. Gail began to stroke his hair to comfort him in his last minutes. Despite all David had done, Gail's love for him had never faded. David closed his eyes and passed on, leaving behind the family he had always wished he was worthy of.
No matter what you name your child, I'm sure it'll be a happy and healthy baby.
Hear, hear. So, Lokia, what do you have planned for the holidays?
I can't make it back home, so I'll probably just stay with my family and watch a bunch of Christmas movies.
Oh yeah? What are your staple Christmas movies?
Well, It's a Wonderful Life and Elf is my favorite.
Well, you have to watch Die Hard.
Well, that's not a Christmas movie.
Well, it takes place during Christmas, doesn't it?
That's true.
I've always loved A Christmas Carol.
It's definitely a classic.
Yes, it's quite the perfect tale of redemption. I always find it kind of slow and boring.
Well, there have been many versions of that story, like the movie Scrooge.
Yeah, that movie's not bad. At least it's kind of funny.
I can tell you a new version of that story you've probably never heard before.
Oh yeah? What is it called?
An Indigenous Carol. It was Christmas, that time of year when everyone puts the stress of the past 12 months behind them and embraces the joy of the season. Well, everyone except for one person. Mr. Gear never cared much for Christmas. He was a busy and wealthy man who had little time or patience for such festivities. He didn't care much for other people either. Even though Christmas is a season of forgiving, Mr. Greer wouldn't even help the most worthy causes. He was more focused on his own greed and success. One evening, Mr. Greer was sitting in a lavish home, ready to spend the night alone. He was relaxing on his couch when he suddenly felt he wasn't alone. He searched all around his home but found nothing. Just as he was about to sit down again, a gust of wind came about and suddenly he began to change because of all of his greed and selfishness. Mr. Gear was changed from a successful businessman into a Wendigo. No one was safe from the Wendigo. Its insatiable hunger did not discriminate, especially between young and old. While Wendigos are more or less indestructible, it is said that a person of good nature and kind heart may possess the power to destroy them.
Thank you so much for dinner.
It was our pleasure, Lokia.
Don't you be a stranger. You're part of the family now.
Mom!
It was always so nice to meet you guys. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Lokia. Get home safe, you two. And Charlene, don't whistle at those northern lights.
Yes, Dad.
So, that's my family.
They seem great. I really like them.
I'm sorry about all the drama and weird stories.
Every family has stuff. My grandmother always tells old stories. Every family gets together.
Yeah, but your culture's stories are so cool. They get turned into Marvel movies, and I'm pretty sure Iron Man never turned into a wolf and cannibalized Pepper Potts.
I'd buy a ticket to that.
I probably would too.
So, I gotta ask, what's up with the whole don't whistle at the Northern Lights thing?
It's just some superstition my dad won't let go of.
Hey, every culture has superstitions about the Northern Lights.
Oh yeah? What do the Norse believe?
Well, my grandmother says they are reflections of Valkyrie's armor.
See? That's way cooler than our story.
Okay, what's yours?
Well, apparently the Northern Lights are evil spirits that will take you into a dark oblivion if you whistle at them.
So I guess it would be a bad idea if I...
Yeah, very funny.
Maybe the spirits would spare us if I whistled Christmas carols.
Just don't. Lokia, stop. Lokia! Lokia! This isn't funny.
right. That was Tales from the Res, and he wasn't in there. But
I wasn't in there. Yeah.
That's what I said. You're not in there, so. But I was.
I was there when it shot. I remember a little anecdote. I had this really big gummy bear, and then I threw up the same.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I was eating like it was one of my dumber moments because I had like, it was like a 2 IQ moment. I had like a huge gummy bear like this, and I ate it.
You also got it from like the forks, too,
Yeah, I got
right?
it from the fork, yeah. And then I threw up in the bathroom like 10 minutes after you guys done shooting.
That was fun.
It was so fun. It was so funny, but you know,
I mean,
but it turned out really well. The set pieces were like immaculate. They were amazing. You guys did a really good job with the props you guys had. It was really good.
Yeah, I remember Taryn specifically did a lot of the work with that too, and I think she did a really good job, like especially with the mask, like the deer mask too. Yeah, and I enjoy like the editing on Chris's part. Like I like the skull scene specifically. I thought was really well done. Yeah, it was well edited, well put together film.
Well, yeah. Anyways, this is Alexis coming back on.
Yeah.
She was in the film. I wasn't.
Yeah, I wasn't. Okay, hi.
I loved Tales from the Res. I loved writing it. Oh, it was so fun, like sharing, like telling each other stories, and then just like laughing about names like Wob.
Yeah.
What was the writing process like?
So I think, okay, because this was like 2 years ago, I think, or I don't even remember. But we were sitting down and then we were brainstorming on what we can do. We were wanting to do something along the lines of Christmas, horror, comedy. Like we wanted to do everything. So we decided to put like a little bit of everything into the film. And then basically we just splitted out ideas and then stuck with whatever sounded
you
good.
picked that ones
Yeah.
that like made
Yeah.
like most sense. And it was around the time
yeah.
of Christmas too when it was being written,
Mhm.
right? So that
Yeah.
influenced a lot of the thematic and the aesthetic of the film.
hmm
Yeah, it turned out very well for like the time span that you wrote it in, right?
Yeah.
It turned out very well.
hmm
What were some of the challenges of directing something like that? Because it most definitely is hard coming up with a fiction story within that amount of time.
I think one of the challenges we had was, I guess, like having everyone there. I know I couldn't like be there a lot of the times because I had like a volleyball I had to go to sometimes, and then yeah, I think.
Yeah, I remember scheduling being a big issue when it came to a lot
Yeah,
of the projects.
yeah.
'Cause a lot of people didn't show up to film, and it was one thing that held me back of my projects too. But for what we had, it turned out very well. Yeah. Well, anyways, Evan's coming on next to talk more about what is it, his project there, right? Just the experience of working in.
Like this class specifically.
Yeah, this
like
class specifically.
Filming, everything like that.
Hello,
Hi, again.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Do you want to say just like some experiences you had that were like some good experiences about the class? Things you enjoyed?
Honestly, the best part is just the interaction with the people. You know, the memories you make. And I'm watching these back, and I'm just having flashbacks of all the times, like of just the experience of having a camera in your face, and also the people and the people you're with, right? As you create all these memories, and it's awesome.
Yeah, of course, that's the best part about going into film is the memories you make actually shooting the projects and meeting these whole like expansive amount of people that make you want to pursue more into this art. It's one of the beauties of making.
I think there's a certain like thrill that comes to it too, like whenever you're filming, because it's like you're getting on like stage essentially and just performing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's that too, like going up but for me it's mainly just like the social part, just like the interaction with the people back then.
Yeah. I think that's also a important like piece of it for like myself too, because I've been coming to MTYP for I want to say 7 years now, like consecutively, and it's all because of like the people.
Yeah.
Of like the friends I make and the things I do. It's a nice way to just get out there, talk to people. Yeah.
Of course. That's good. Yeah. Well, this. Oh, yeah, you go.
Go on.
I was just gonna say it's a good way to connect with your other fellow Indigenous youth, I guess, because I know living in the city it's hard, especially being an Anishinaabe, because like there's not really you don't see as many people who are the same as you, and so I guess this just connects and brings that that sense of culture back to you.
Right.
Yeah,
Living
it's a
in
lot
the
of
city,
shared ambition. It's a lot of shared ambition.
Yeah.
And I know also you incorporated like Indigenous like lore into your piece too. So like it does play like its own role in what we film and what we make. There's a big influence there.
Yeah. It gives a little bit of friendliness into the competitive and ambitious world of filmmaking.
Mhm.
And I feel like that's what MTYP does best.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, this next film is something. It's the first thing that I actually really worked on hard and put my heart into.
Like self-directed. Too,
Yeah, I self-directed, self-wrote everything in this. It's one of the big things in my life that actually changed like the direction of my life. Because I didn't know what I wanted to be. I didn't know what I wanted to do. But after making this test footage, it cemented my goal in life and where I'm gonna go. And yeah, it's one of the best things that ever happened to me. Yeah, and I even haven't watched it yet. It's one of these pieces that I am so afraid to watch, because if I hate it, then I know I failed. But I'm stepping over that boundary and just putting myself out there and being vulnerable to the world and the world of filmmaking, I guess. It's one of the big things I'm doing. Yeah. Well, this is Ian and the Conquest for Happiness. You really just have to screw everything up for yourself, don't you? Why can't you just realize that your life is so messed up because you made it that way? You did this. You need to realize that you're just a worthless sack of garbage that everyone hates so much. And frankly, you gotta be kidding me if you even think anyone should even care about you at this point. Are you even loved by anyone? You're nothing but a suicidal brat who wallows in his self-pity for validation from people who don't give a damn about you. You're honestly, truly pathetic. Please, just disappear.
Can't believe what you did to that girl, man. It's just... Thought you were better.
Ian, are you okay in there? I heard some yelling.
Yeah, Mom, I'm fine. I just had another nightmare.
Great. Now get the hell up. I've been calling you for over an hour now. I swear to God, if you miss the bus and make me late for work, you're gonna be sorry.
Yeah, okay, fine. Just give me a second to open up my eyes for once.
Ian, I'm serious. If you don't wake up now, we're both gonna be late.
No, what? You are. Shut up.
I'm what?
What would I even be late for, Barbara? Isn't it like Saturday or something? It seems really dumb.
Jesus Christ, Ian. School.
This life is punctuated
know, Dad, I really don't understand why you people have to wake me up 2.5 hours before school starts. Doesn't it seem a bit unnecessary?
Ian, don't call us you people. We're your parents, whether you like it or not. You know, you should be appreciative of all the luxuries you have. TV, video games, food. You know, there's kids in Africa that have nothing. Not even TV. You should feel privileged. What a world we live in.
What the hell are you talking about?
Nothing, never mind. What I meant to say is the early bird gets the worm.
Yeah, okay, Boomer.
Plus, you're not gonna go anywhere in life sitting on your ass in front of your computer all day. You know, maybe you should go out and do something with your life. Maybe get a job, or maybe even just get a girlfriend.
What do you mean I do stuff?
Yeah, watching 2 a.m. isn't doing something.
Who's watching?
No one. No one. Okay, first off, what you call watching...
Did you just do air quotes? Never do that again.
Whatever, shut up. As I was saying, that's actually me trying to do something with myself for once. I'm in the writing sense, I mean. I'm just working. Aren't you proud of me? Isn't that what you wanted?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And second off, I totally get that old
Language!
Sorry, Mom. That old saying. But even you have to admit it's a bit crazy to wake up this early for breakfast.
Well, if it was up to me, I would let you sleep in a little longer. But it's up to your mom. That's married life.
You know, I'm not gonna acknowledge your marital problems, but you know, actually, what time is it? Oh, yeah, right, thanks.
Have a good day. Don't let it be like last time.
Yeah, Mom, I'll try my best.
Oh, by the way, Ian, try not to fail that math test. I don't want you to have to take that course again.
Yeah, I was studying for it last night. Thanks for reminding me.
That's all I wanted to say. Just, remember, be respectful to your teachers. Don't miss the bus, and try to
Stop babying me. I'm not a kid anymore. I'm an adult. Plus, the messy hair looks good on me. Don't you think?
You're so handsome. Oh, my big handsome boy.
Yeah, okay, geez, quit it. Anyways, I'm off. See you guys after school.
Don't forget, we're gonna be late tonight, so you need to make your own supper. Something healthy.
He's gonna fail his test again, isn't he?
Yep.
Been trying to meet you. Hey, must be a devil
Do you always have to scare people minding their own business, Chester?
Well, it's what best friends are for, right?
Yeah. Okay, Chester.
Well, plus when you basically run the school, you can do whatever the hell you want.
You know, I wouldn't really say that.
Listen. The people at the school, right? They love me. They worship me.
You know, I wouldn't really peg you as a reputable source, but...
Wouldn't you agree, sweetie?
Don't call me sweetie. It's Miss Tammy.
Okay, for one, Chester, you're not my best friend. Let's get the elephant out of the room. You're not my best friend. And two, how are you gonna say you run this school when you're 14, your grades are garbage, and the only person you talk to is me, and you'll probably be applying for college at Walmart?
You know, it's funny coming from someone who's missed 4 weeks of school, and who's ugly and doesn't use deodorant, and who like makes really weird sounds when he eats.
Ouch, Chester. Ouch. That hit me on a personal level. Do you want 5 minutes to come up with something better than those playground insults? Or do you want 5 minutes to come up with something a tiny bit better? Because that was awful. That was so awful, Chester. Not gonna lie, that was totally... And then...
I get the joke.
Okay, but for real, man, I need to get going. Miss Phil's math test and all, and, you know, stuff, things.
But we're in the same class.
Yeah, exactly. That was code for, I don't want to talk to you right now.
Bye.
Thought you were better than that.
Hi, how you doing? I don't know what to talk about that. That was pretty okay. It's actually one of the better things that I've ever made, and it's actually going to be a movie one day, I guess. It's under a new name, actually. Ian and the Conquest for Happiness was a test pilot for a movie that I'll be shooting, hopefully in the future. If there's any production companies watching. But no, it's the new title of the movie is Tales of a Broken Mind, and it's going along great. It's about the development as a kid and messing up, so like really bad, and a lot of trauma that ensues that happens when you develop as a kid. You know, like people don't tell you what you mess up at, and you have to find it out by yourself, and that's pretty bad. It is. I also have a bunch of other projects going on. I have a short film that I'm writing, Pretty Thing, and Backwoods. And Backwoods is about like a Native American musician, yada, yada, yada. But there's a bunch of other projects, but I have so much on my plate that it gets hectic sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the things in that that test footage was really practical. Like when I banged my head on the wall, that was actually banging my head on the wall, and for a good 2 weeks. I did that 5 times, by the way. I had a big goose egg right here on the top of my head. Yeah.
I think I remember seeing it too. Like you showed up and you're like, hey.
Yeah, you were in there too. While
I was filming.
You were filming, and I went home that night, and my mom seen my big goose egg and got mad at me. But yeah.
Well, even during filming, I had to like not make noise because I wasn't expecting to actually like hit the wall,
Yeah.
and so it was kind of a shock to see like and to hear it too, like just like a smack.
I made that when I was 16, and now I'm 18, and hopefully I've cultivated my skills a little bit better to make something perfect. But yeah, and a lot of the things in there we got away with. We shot only at like 3 places we were allowed to shoot at, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was the mall here, and the hotel. Yeah, they let us shoot in the hotel for like 5 minutes. That's how we did the transition scene to go into the school. But yeah, and the bus scene too, right? Like when
it took a while, if I remember correctly.
It took a while to get that right because we had to. What do we have to do? We had to like kind of bribes like a bus driver, not bribe, but we had to like beg and plead for him to let us do it. But yeah, that was one of the big things that I was adamant about in that, because like the cinematography was a big thing for me.
For sure.
Yeah. It was one of the big things in the film that made me be like, this is what I want to do. Because my biggest inspiration to do anything is Edgar Wright. He's a very good director, and it was one of the best experiences of my life to actually get something produced, and I'll never forget that.
Yeah, I mean I guess it's good that you did it here at the same time, because you can kind of like give a thanks to M2IP to kind of,
Oh yeah, they took a big chance with me, and
I mean, I think it turned out really well. I think it's aged well too. Like I don't think it's like worse or like as time goes. I think it's still like a really good piece of like just like a first like dip into like the filming waters, I guess.
My goal is to be one of the best screenwriters and directors in Manitoba. That is a big goal of mine. And hopefully down the line, I'll look back at this like little telethon thing and be like, wow, that wasn't so far-fetched. But we could never know the future.
Yeah, we can just kind of hope.
Yeah.
Is that all I have to say about that?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we can move on to our next film, I believe, unless we have anything else planned to talk about. Are we good? Okay. Well, I know we're kind of trying to like stall for time, but don't want to drag this on. So I guess we can introduce our next film. You weren't in this class for that at all.
Mm-mm.
So it was just me, Chris, Taryn, and another person named Ashton. So I'm not sure if he's watching or anything.
Well, we also had the challenge, right? We had the pandemic, and
right.
we did the entire film over Zoom, and that was the big challenge.
Yeah, we did the filming all entirely online. I don't think we ever met up in person except like one time just to like talk, like the first class. So essentially all of it was planned and done online, which was a pretty sizable challenge, but I think considering the circumstances, it was like a really well produced film. Like I think there was, it was like a nice kind of humorous film to kind of get like the weight of the pandemic off our back, just to kind of do something fun for once. And I enjoyed it a lot. I had a lot of fun with it. Yeah, it was fun.
I think this project, I think we put a lot of more time into the writing than we did
Right.
of the filming.
We did
because
the-
we really wanted to perfect the characters and kind of flesh out the characters, right?
Yeah, the writing I think took, I want to say even like 70% of the class. Like I know like we only did a couple weeks of filming, but the first couple of months were basically just writing and like coming up with a premise. And I know it evolved from an idea that I wanted to originally do, which was like a kind of like Xena warrior princess, but like we couldn't do that like over Zoom at least. So it kind of, we incorporated some ideas into the film, which actually came out a lot better than I expected, and I'm happy with it. So, are we good to play that? Yeah. Okay. Well, here is Entertainment Exposed.
Exposed. Tonight on Entertainment Exposed, we investigate the alleged scandals on the set of Rangers of Power, newest film from director Les Maven. Stay tuned for all the behind-the-scenes secrets on this explosive production. I'm your host, Pucker Carlson, and I will be taking you on a no-holds-barred interview with the cast and crew. Don't touch that dial. Exposed. Huge undertaking, but one that Les Maven was eager to dive into. He joins us now. On a scale of 1 to 10, how successful do you believe your film was?
My film was off the scale incredible. If it weren't for my incompetent crew and their incredibly selfish spending habits, we would have swept every single award at the Tonys or something.
Many people have solely blamed you for the death of Academy Award winner Morgan Freeman, who succumbed to dehydration on the Rangers of Power set.
Watch your mouth, Pucker. I will sue you for defamation. But no, not at all. My lawyer proved that Morgan wasn't walking distance to a perfectly functioning restroom that he chose not to walk to. Instead, he walked into my pit.
So you're saying he should have drank from a filthy restroom faucet?
Or toilet. I mean, it's a free country for him to choose. I won't judge.
What part of your film was the pit dug for?
Oh, it's not part of the film. I just wanted a pit.
You wanted a pit?
Well, duh. Have you seen some of the pits I dug on set? Some of my pits made it to the top of Pit House magazine.
A little birdie told me you had originally had Brad Pitt playing a lead role.
I originally wanted Brad with me, but I had a quick talk with my pit, and he said that he doesn't work with other pits.
Have you considered that you have a slightly unhealthy relationship with pits?
Well, I was supposed to go on Dr. Phil to talk about it, but my pit advised against it, and I trust my pit over anyone else.
Most of the crew, including your producer, have alleged that you were misdirecting production funds to feed your lavish lifestyle. What do you say in your defense?
Lavish? If you call having a private trailer lavish, I guess so. I mean, having my employees feed me grapes makes me lavish, I guess so too. But I would call it living comfortably. And that is the cost of making a spectacular film.
Spectacular film? Your movie didn't even make it to DVD, let alone a theatrical debut.
Well, The Shawshank Redemption didn't do well in theaters, and it ended up being a huge success. I mean, just ask Morgan Freeman.
We can't. He's dead.
Oh yeah. Well, he'd agree with me.
All right. Well, an action movie like yours definitely needed a really good stunt coordinator. Who did you bring on to fill this role?
Originally, I had renowned martial artist Jean-Claude Van Damme doing all our stunts, but things didn't quite work out.
That's surprising. What was the problem?
Well, to be frank, he was just weird. He just kept butting into everyone's business. Plus, our lead actress, Diva, was really creeped out by short people, so we just replaced him with Sven Svensson.
Exposed. You've worked as a stunt performer in a different range of movies with a variety of genres throughout your career. But I'm curious, what were the challenges in Rangers of Power?
For starters, working around Jean-Claude Van Damme was pretty tough.
But I thought you replaced him as the stunt coordinator.
Oh no, he's still here. Even after production, he won't leave my house.
Okay.
Don't worry, he'll time slip out soon.
Anyways, aside from your issues with the previous stunt coordinator, what was your experience like working with everyone else?
I was excited to work with Morgan Freeman, but I unfortunately didn't really get that chance. The good thing is that most of the cast is eager to learn and participate. Although the female lead, give me 1 second. Gotta calm down, but real quick. Hey, you want a treat? Yeah. Okay.
Not bad, partner.
Go get it.
Is everything okay now?
Oh yeah, fine. He just gets antsy when he's hungry.
Now that that's out of the way, tell me some of your inspirations as a stunt coordinator.
Well, we were in competition with Jackie Chan's newest movie, Taekwondo Child, and we really wanted to stand out, so...
All right, that's enough of that. Have a good day, Mr. Svensson. Behind every film is a producer who is willing to put forth their faith and, most importantly, their money into the vision of their director. For Rangers of Power, this producer is none other than Tony Fatoni. Thank you for joining us.
Yo, get him out of here.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Forget about it.
What enticed you to produce this train wreck of a film?
Well, it didn't seem like it would be a train wreck. We had an ambitious director, an interesting concept. Hell, we even had Morgan Freeman. Or, we did.
Okay, so you just wanted to produce this film because it was an interesting concept?
Well, I'm all about the family, and to be honest, I did this for my goddaughter, Diva.
Oh, and here she is. Hello, Miss Va. Hi, Pucker.
Oh, there's my girl. There's my star.
Well, me and Princess decided to bless you guys with our appearance today. Oh, that's great. But your camera isn't working. We can't see you.
Well, after the debacle of the film that was Rangers of Power, I decided not to show my face on camera again. At least without a stipend.
Well, thank you both for joining us. So I'm unfamiliar with your previous work. Tell our audience a little about your experience.
I was on the kiss cam at a Jets game when I was younger. I kissed my dog, but while I was doing it, I got hit in the head with a puck.
Oh, wait, were you the girl in that viral video who lost all her teeth?
Yep, that's me. It was painful, but at least it got me scouted by a talent agent for Yapper Trapper, the ultimate mouth guard for inattentive hockey fans.
And now she's got the smile of a superstar.
Aw, thanks, Unky Tony.
What did you like most about being a part of this film?
The attention.
Oh, well, that's very honest.
Very honest? Are you trying to say I'm not honest? Says the one cashing in on celebrity drama.
Well, in all fairness, Miss Va, you're not that big of a celebrity.
Who do you think you are to say that to me? I am a professional actress. I don't need this crap. I'm out of here.
In my house, Pucker, you show respect. Got it?
Got it.
Now, what was your question?
At what point did you realize the project was going downhill?
Well, besides the few small damages that some of the actors sued us for, I would say the tipping point was when Morgan Freeman decided that he was too good for toilet water.
What small damages?
Well, our pyrotechnic guy kept losing fingers. These are pretty small damages. Oh, and he accidentally blew up the wrong mall.
What?
Yeah, we were slated to demolish this vacant mall for the film, but the pyro guy Dave apparently blew up the big mall with the Applebee's by mistake.
What?
Yeah, it was a tragic accident. But we did spare those families from having to continue eating at Applebee's.
That is a silver lining, I guess. We actually have some footage of the incident. Well-known writer Charles Whitmore came on board the production in the early development stage. Whitmore, best known for writing the award-winning scripts for Yorkshire of Hamilton, and English Muffin, A Love Story, is one of the many crew members who have suffered through the development of Rangers of Power. What was it that drew you to this project?
Although this genre of film is not one I would have been particularly inclined to write, the director did provide me with a rather large amount of finances to write for him.
So, this film was only about the money?
Initially, I had been excited to expand my skills and attempt a genre I was unfamiliar with, but after working with this director, it most certainly was just for the money.
What changed?
I had originally written a dialogue-driven action movie, one Hollywood has never seen, a twist to a genre filthily convoluted with explosions and girls with push-up bras. When I provided the first draft to the director, however, he dismissed all of it, every single bit of it. I was proper angry.
What was it that Les Maven didn't like in particular?
He had told me, "There are too many words. Where are all the explosions?" He was so dissatisfied with the script, he told me to let the pyrotechnic Dynamite Dave co-write the script.
You wrote with the pyrotechnic guy. What was that process like?
I was in the middle of writing the love scene between the pink and blue Rangers of Power, when Dave told me to finish their scene with a bomb fight between the two characters. When I rejected the horrendous idea, he cried to Les Mavens, who forced me to keep it in.
So Les didn't give you full creative control?
If you mean choosing how much spandex everyone wore and how much they all said, "dude," or "bro," yes, that was the extent of my control of the script.
Do you feel as if this film has diminished your reputation as an acclaimed screenwriter?
What the do you think?
Scriptwriting collaboration between a writer and pyrotechnic specialist is very uncommon. But with an unconventional director like Les Maven, anything is possible. As a longtime collaborator of Les Maven's, pyrotechnic expert Dynamite Dave was eager to prove himself as a multi-talented crew member.
Now, some of y'all think I can only do explosions, but I have so many more talents. I can make things blow up, explode, catch fire, smolder, blow up.
You already said blow up.
Yeah, well, I do that really, really well.
I've heard that you accidentally blew up the wrong building.
Yeah, well, that really wasn't my fault. The building was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
What were some of the challenges of working with Charles Whitmore?
Charles? Oh, you mean that wood guy? He doesn't know anything that makes a movie good.
How so?
He's all about that talking and emotion and all that lame sentimental stuff like that. I know how to be a real storyteller.
What's your experience?
After graduating from the Michael Bay School for the Explosive Arts, I learned why say things with words when you can say things with...
During the course of this production, you've lost fingers, eyebrows, and now you're even deaf in one ear. Are you concerned at all at the safety of your profession?
Safety? I'm not concerned about safety. I'm a professional in the field. Safety is like socialism for pyrotechnics. It just gets in the way. See? Nothing to be scared of if you know what you're doing.
Exposed. Following the release of the teaser trailer of Rangers of Power, director Les Mavens found himself in the pit with lawsuits. Today, we are sitting down with Les Maven's personal lawyer, Rudy Wiesel. So, tell us, Rudy, what lawsuits did you have to face in court following the release of the teaser trailer?
Plagiarism, copyright infringement, lack of provisions, some personal injury lawsuits here and there, involuntary decapitation, typical legal stuff.
Let's dive into that. Tell us a little about the plagiarism and copyright issues.
There may have been some minor similarities between our original production, Rangers of Power, and a little-known TV series known as Power Rangers or something. Firstly, 3 is larger than 2, and you can see that our title has 3 words and Power Rangers only has 2. It's just basic math. Secondly, we don't megamorph. We giant contort.
We have some exclusive footage comparing your film and this little-known TV series. Tell me if you see the reason for this lawsuit.
Dragon Sword! Mastodon! Pterodactyl! Triceratops! Saber-tooth tiger! Tyrannosaurus! Yeah! Good! We're ready to contort! 6 working together to fight evil! And stop Rita and all her menacing monsters!
From destroying our planet Earth and ruling the universe with evil.
Look out, Rita! We're not backing down! We're the
Rangers of Power!
Oh yeah, no plagiarism there.
Exactly. What did I tell you?
Unfortunately, the judge did not see things your way and ruled in favor of the plaintiff.
Yeah, well, that was unfortunate. We had to give almost half our production funds to the Power Rangers producers.
You seem to have a very relaxed attitude about all of this, but that feeling was not shared by producer Tony Fatoni.
When I heard they lost the budget due to lawyer fees and court cases, I have to admit I was a little angry, I'm not gonna lie. I might have taken a bat to his car and burned down his vacation home, but I'm feeling much better now.
So now, is it safe to say your relationship with Les Maven is improved after all the production hassles?
Oh, definitely. In fact, I was gonna make amends by taking him on a little trip. We may even take a little rowboat ride on the lake. Just the 2 of us.
Exposed.
While the road to Hollywood is normally paved in gold, the road to Rangers of Power was paved in lawsuits, explosions, and pits. I'm Tucker Carlson, and this is Entertainment Exposed. Tune in next week when we explore the seedy underworld of Hello Kitty.
Exposed.
Hello and welcome back. So that concludes all the videos that we were going to show for today. I'd like to talk a little bit about the last video. We did all that via Zoom. So the challenge was trying to create different environments without having it look like it's in everybody's bedroom. So we came up with this awesome idea. I don't know if you ever used the program Zoom, but you can put in a background. And so what I did is I got everyone to put in a green background. I guess we could have put the backgrounds in and then just keyed it that way and then just had the backgrounds already in, but I didn't want that baked in. I wanted more control over the edit process. So we threw a green background behind it. It's not perfect because it has to render everything in real time. So you get, little jitteries and cutout issues and stuff like that. But I mean, you got to work with what you have. And that's just the beauty of filmmaking is being able to become flexible. And sometimes you even have to write around something that you had your heart set on. That's what I've noticed when I do films, is sometimes you might have to change a particular location you're shooting, or you might have to change some of your dialogue because maybe it doesn't work. But don't be afraid to do that. Like if you're shooting a scene and it's at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and then you realize, oh God, there's this bright sun and it's blinding my talent, and they're squinting while they're delivering their lines and they're having a hard time focusing and it's too hot because the sun's on them. Just relocate. Move the camera in a different angle. Try to find a place that's a little darker and easier for your actors to work in, and be flexible. It's important. And I think one of the things you're going to learn when it comes to working together in a group is everybody has awesome ideas, And everybody has their own strengths and weaknesses. So, you know, some people might be really interested in audio, so they focus on the audio side of things. And then other people, you know, other students are more interested in working behind the camera, so they focus more on, you know, getting the shots and learning the science behind the camera. And other people like being in front of the camera. I'm not one of those people, but there's a lot of talent out there that like to be in front of the camera. And then we also have the writers like Darian and, you know, and Ashton as well. Ashton wrote his own piece as well. And we welcome everyone to this course. We want, you know, everyone with different skill sets, and we're all artists, and the beauty of filmmaking is we all get to collaborate. We all get together, pitch our ideas, share our skill set, and come up with really great ideas for short films. And I think that we always have a lot of fun, and it's always challenging. There's always variables, there's always things like Darian had mentioned, locations. We were having trouble getting permissions to shoot in certain locations, and we were kind of limited to what we could do, so we made the most of it. We turned a hotel into a school. We used the elevators here at MTYP to kind of appear like you're on a different level in the class. We had the school bell sound effects and stuff to add the ambient to create the feeling of being in a school. And we just kind of took it from there, and we did it kind of day by day in the class, and we found the challenges, and we found ways to overcome those challenges, and we produced our films. So if you are interested in any aspect of filmmaking, whether it be audio capture, camera work, lighting is a very important one. A lot of people don't understand that. You turn the light off, look how hideous I look right now, watch this. Does that look good? No, it looks terrible, doesn't it? Then you just flip a little light over here, and boom, look how much better. There's separation, right? You see the background's dark, right? Now there's a good separation between the subject, which would be me and Ashton, and the background, right? So it's just discovering all these little tricks and trades when it comes to filmmaking, and you will learn all that here, I promise you. And we will focus on whatever aspect you are interested in the class. We will highlight that for you, and we will get you in there to do those specific jobs. And at this time, we're going to open up a Q&A. So if anyone has any questions regarding the course or regarding visual effects and animation, or any questions regarding the productions, how they were done, be more than happy to answer any of those questions.
So Karen, do we get to see the Queen video?
Do we get to see the Queen video? Well, we don't have it. You have it at your place. I don't have it. And the other thing is, because of the Queen song and copyright protection, we'd probably get in trouble for doing it. But we should put that up and see what happens. Any other questions?
Alternate screening of it, yeah.
Yeah. Well, if anyone wants to know like how we did the animation scenes and all this, all of it was done in After Effects and Blender. Blender is a 3D application software that allows you to create 3D objects, texture them, put in lighting. It has built-in shaders. It's a lot like 3ds Max, which is the entry or the is what most schools will utilize. Oh, is there a question? Oh, okay. Well, so this concludes our film festival. I hope you enjoyed the festival, and we hope to see you next year as well. And if you have any interest in joining the course, please go to the MTYP website and go to the NYT section and just drop us a letter. We'd love to hear from you. And I hope you have a great weekend, and we hope you enjoyed all of the films.
Maybe you haven't heard of Native Youth Theatre, so the question might be, what is Native Youth Theatre? It started a number of years ago here at Manitoba Theatre for Young People, and we wanted to address a need we saw in the Indigenous community, which was a number of our students couldn't really afford to get theatrical training.
Hi, my name is Rihanna. I've been in NYT for 4 years. What I've learned and acted out are stage directions, how to improve my voice, and specific acting games. I really like the instructors, and I've made lots of friends throughout the program.
The classes that we offer right now are the acted out classes from Inside Out, third class, which is the Indigenous Company Theatre class, and then we have the film classes for teens.
That's a little bit of what we do at Native Youth Theatre. We hope to see you as a part of Native Youth Theatre here at MTYP at the Forks next year.